Again, this is a better view of the aquarium style opening on the side of the DX model gateway. So that's a full glass casing, which basically is a combination of metal and polymer, which basically is well hidden, or it doesn't stand out or make a loud appearance in any type of office setting, whether it's home or workplace. Okay, next we're moving on to my latest creation, which is basically a custom design model. It is running 8 separate cooling fans, 2 neon, 1 standard green, and of course you have the multicolor changing unit. It's using the standard cable management system, which all these pipes that you see there are actually wires inside of wires, so none of the wires basically are connecting or getting in each other's way. If you look in the back, you'll see a blue zone area. That is where the random access memory is stored, and it has the capability of running 8 gigabytes of RAM. Right now it's at 6 gigabytes, and it's using the new DDR3 version RAM, which basically just came out. Alright, it holds not 1 but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 separate hard drives, and I'm running 1 hard drive at this point, but it's a terabyte drive, which means it holds 1 trillion bits of information, which is the largest drives available in the standard form these days. Again, I'm running 8 separate exhaust fans, 1 for the motor, actually 2 for the motor, 1 in the rear of the housing, 1 for the graphics card itself, and it's a gaming graphics card, so it's designed basically to handle any type of game. And in the front, I'm using a hard disk option, and this basically, even though it's an old a technology that's been around for a while, you don't find systems that come with the floppy disk or the diskette. The advantages of having a diskette, in case the system shuts down or you run into a virus situation, you can always reboot your operating system using the disk portion. So basically it's kind of like an emergency parachute in case something goes wrong with your system down the road. Alright, now keeping in mind that this basically will be, if sold, it will not be sold with the M controls. These are basically designed for musicians. If you want to turn this into a recording studio, so if you're not into that or whatever, basically it will come actually with the original cover back on it. So the system would actually look like this, where you can't tell that that's an opening. It's basically an additional door. This particular system plays high definition movies. Also, the DVD option comes with Blu-ray, so it does play Blu-ray disc. Alright. And you have cable management and connections on 3 different sides of the system. USB connections here, audio systems connections on the side here. You also have a media dashboard, which basically these are fan controlling units, so you can actually control your temperature just like you would control the temperature in a house or an automobile. Alright, it has eSATA 1 and eSATA 2 options, which basically is the newest style of connections. There's also a SATA drive used on this particular unit, which means the hard drive itself is connected using the long red wire, which is called the SATA drives. The same for the first system that I showed you. Alright, looking at the back, that should complete that. Now, as far as the design and the pricing, this system basically, with labor charges and parts, runs in the area of $2,200. But if I was to sell that or whatever, the cheapest I would sell this one for actually would be probably right at $950. The gateway system, which has been modified with the neon, that system basically holding 640 gigs of RAM, or gigabytes of RAM, also using DDR2, it would actually sell for $525.